White out. There we go. Get our gloves on here. All right, so here we are in the GT4. I'm taking it to the dealership for the very first time, and that is an uncomfortable situation for me because I generally don't like it when people touch my car. Even dealers, they're supposed to be experts, and yet they deal with cars every day, and sometimes they get careless, and this is when little damages happen and things like that. I also hate going to the dealer for something that is hard to diagnose. And because oftentimes my time is wasted because they go, oh, we couldn't find anything. So we're not going in for oil change or anything. We already did that, as you know, and I've still got some time before my 10,000 mile free oil change is up, and I'll get it done at that time as well as all the other items for that first service. But I'm going in because I've got a noise. And it's not super obvious, but driving two GT4s back to back, you can definitely hear the difference. Maybe if you've never driven one of these and you're just like, oh, this is a loud, clunky race car kind of thing, maybe you'd ignore it. But I've heard this ever since I've had the car, and so it came out of the factory like this, and I don't know what it is. To me, it sounds like the top of the struts in the back are loose, but I have checked the bolts. I've checked the end links to the sway bar. I thought maybe that was it. Thank you, Auto Stop, for giving us some silence. The only thing I noticed was that the sway bar, when lifted and unloaded, could slide back and forth about, a quarter of an inch, maybe a little more, and I wasn't sure if that was normal or not. It should be normal, and when it's loaded, it should be fairly tight in there, but I don't know. And I don't know if you can hear it. I put a microphone back there. Maybe you can catch it. Here, listen to this. Yeah, those clunks, the harder sounds in there, that's what I'm hearing, and no, it's not normal. What's funny is my buddy, who has also a 2021 GT4, is going to the same dealership about an hour after me for what sounds like he thinks is a similar sound starting to happen. And yeah, we were able to duplicate it on his car, but it wasn't quite as present as mine. He's getting some other things done. How about you GT4 owners? I've got 4,500 miles almost, and he's got over 8,000, and we still get a pretty heavy smell after shutdown. I don't know if that has to do with the horizontally opposed engine, the boxer engine, or, just still hot parts of the car baking in. I don't know. What do you think? You still got a good, interesting smell afterwards, sort of an oily, sort of a heated metal smell. It's hard to say, but I have no oil leaks, at least from what I've seen last time I dropped the pan. So I live in the San Francisco Bay Area. High recommendations to go to Fremont Porsche, where there's a guy, Gunther, who knows his stuff apparently, and has trained a lot of people to know their stuff. He's no longer working on cars from what I hear, but that's okay. It makes me feel a little bit more comfortable, so we're going to try it out and see how it goes. So let's get to the Porsche dealership. All right, so yeah, we are gonna listen for clunks in the rear end. Almost seems more like when the car kind of has to shimmy a little bit after going over a bump. It's a little more than I would expect out of a new car. And then if you visit some speed bumps over here, we might catch it in slower speed where it's a little quieter.
That sounds like something's loose.
It does.
It's oscillating.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something moving.
Yeah.
That shouldn't be too hard to figure out.
Okay.
It's good if it does it that often.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping for. And
yeah, if it only does it leaving your driveway in the morning and it's cold, it makes it a little more difficult, but not impossible.
Alright, good morning. I'm actually editing this video that you're watching right now. Is that so meta? Whatever. Yeah, so it is Saturday the 12th. I dropped off my car about 12 days ago. Can you believe it? I was a little worried because the car wasn't ready by the end of the week and I had to go out of town for almost a week, so I kind of felt bad, but apparently it's all working out just fine because they needed the extra time. So I dropped it off on a Monday. On Wednesday, I got a message that said, hey, we're gonna order a new sway bar. It should be here Thursday. That's a little odd. Like, sway bars don't go bad, but maybe the dealer has to order a sway bar and bushing kit and everything. I don't know, we're gonna see about this, but that was one of my suspicions, that it was a sway bar related item, right? So we'll see. Basically though, I didn't hear from anybody until like Tuesday. I finally got a hold of somebody and they said, oh, the parts have arrived and it's gonna get fixed, and it was available by Thursday, so a few days ago. But I was out of town, I got home last night. This morning, just trying to wake up, have my coffee, and we're gonna catch an Uber because loaner cars aren't available these days, and we'll get to the dealership and find out if our little problem is fixed. Let's go. We're back in the car. Let's see if our noises went away. Let's go find that rough road. While just driving in the smooth, there's definitely something different. I mean, maybe it's that placebo effect, but it definitely seems smoother. I don't know what to say. Go onto the rough road. Wow, it's like a totally different experience. What the heck? I mean, this isn't even part of the road where there was like big bumps or knocking noises, and I must have just heard things in the car and the suspension that I thought were just normal, but there was a lot going on there, and apparently all in the sway bar. What the heck? All right, let's get some speed bumps now. Driveway, good. Speed bump, here we go. Yeah! Woohoo! Here's another speed bump. Come on, guys, you know that feeling when there's just one little thing wrong with your car, like this clunking noise, you feel like you're driving a shitbox, right? I mean, I know that's an overstatement. I'm in a freaking GT4, but there's something that it just hurts you inside, and you're like, God, I hate driving this because I feel like I'm driving something that's not quality. And it's not because it's not quality, it's just because something was wrong. And then the difference in feeling when something is fixed, oh, it's so good, and it just brings back extra love for the car. So you guys, obviously, I'm super excited about how this has turned out. So now I'm just gonna go enjoy driving home. Let's go. right, that's it for the first service visit and first little problem with the Porsche, besides me breaking a windshield wiper, of course. And I have to say, you know, although I think it took a little longer than it should have, and who knows why, but it worked out. I have to say that I'm pretty impressed with how far they went just to try to find this sound with my problem. They took out all the interior panels in the back just to make sure that nothing back there was wiggling. And in the end, yeah, they replaced the sway bar, and for some reason, it's better. Maybe they got new bushings or whatever, fine. But no matter what, it just feels 100% better, and I just feel better driving the car. It's great. So be sure to like, subscribe, and of course hit the bell if you want to see more Porsche and car content. Thank you so much for watching the Jet Fuel Only channel. We'll see you next time. Oh yeah, all these bumps, solid, I love it.